later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Their own 21-yard line. First down, Kaepernick. And his first look is incomplete. Justin Jefferson, the rookie, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Who quickly defeated here. And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Harrison Smith on the
decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
On second down, McCaffrey. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
2 yards.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey.
Tackle made by Eric Kendricks.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 12-yard line.
They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 5.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Kaepernick now on first down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Kaepernick hit. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. A 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what they're hitting.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
That's to McCaffrey, complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big game downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly to be holding him to a short gain.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with McCaffrey. And some space here. Sheds off the tackle and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Hey, nothing to see here, just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
First down.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Bridgewater. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater's pass.
DJ Moore, his sixth touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Sly on for the extra point.
Partner, remember that old film of Peyton Manning going through the route tree with his great receivers in Indianapolis? I think we're seeing the results of the same type of work here today. These guys know each other so well that they don't even have to call the play. They can just look each other and know the route that's going to be run, and usually the connection is perfect.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance? Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they're going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
The great move couldn't free him. Taken down at the 10. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown, Carolina.
DJ Moore with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Vikings 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point up the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in. At this stage of the game.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
15.
Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Amir Abdullah deep for Minnesota. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They got 29 yards that time.
Vikings. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now Kaepernick. Flushed out right. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up. And we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't covered.
And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
2nd down.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Christian McCaffrey.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
On the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. The gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this ball is going to be touched down just shy of midfield.
At the Panthers' 48-yard line.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. To throw is Kaepernick. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
It's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Panthers 21.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th.
4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. They got position on him, and he pulls it in. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Kaepernick. This one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, Kaepernick. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Kaepernick to throw again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Panthers 21.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. This will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
21-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. Throwing over the middle, but It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. And that'll bring up second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
He almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
And 10 yards to go.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing. Bridgewater steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long. From the gun, Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A gain of 6 there on first.
At the
36 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case,
now quick hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here's Britton Colquitt now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here. Now the ball comes loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. They run it again with Cook. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And they got the extra point, and the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
Really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys are
trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. Quickly to Thielen here. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see. In other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a first down.
And he'll be the one in the film session and be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more time. Turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No
him.
one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Harrison Smith on the tackle. It's a gain of 8. And it brings
on 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And this winds up a disaster. Nowhere near the marker. Christian McCaffrey unable to get to the marker. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Kaepernick. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That one unable to develop. Never got going. A loss of a couple. And it's 2nd down. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Pick up with 2.
The carry here for the big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that looked like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 9.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. from the 30 on second down. Bridgewater being chased, and he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
And it's third down.
Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Try to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Flushed out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down, Carolina.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He's going to let it fly. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Flush to his right, and now he's going to use his legs. Look at the spin.
Balance.
He is out of bounds right around the 34. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the first down.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Kaepernick looking to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Kaepernick wants to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Cook. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Today's final score, Vikings.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.